The true Hebrews, the true and real Israelite, right?
You're the one who has that power.
And the so-called Jews, I say so-called, not in mockery, Brother Dominic. I'm not playing to any cameras. They are the so-called Jews because we are the true Jews, the true Hebrews, the true and real Israelite, right, has been stolen by them. We are the true ones that fulfill Bible prophecy and scripture.
The Jews were in bondage under Pharaoh, and at no time did Moses in the Bible ever try and integrate the Hebrews into the Egyptian society or accept any hypocritical offers made by the slave master of that day. Moses taught complete separation and a land of their own flowing with milk and honey. He didn't teach them anything about any heaven up in the sky, but the only thing that would solve their problem is a land of their own. And the black man in America is the same as the Jews were in bondage under Pharaoh. We're strangers in a land that is not ours. We are rejected by this type of modern Pharaoh or Pharaonic society. And the only way that we're going to solve our problem is to do the same thing today that the Hebrews did under Pharaoh. Strike out for ourselves into a land of our own, where we can build a tabernacle to our own God like the Hebrews did back there. But as long as we sit around here trying to pray to the white man's God and go to the white man's church and into the white man's school, we'll be brainwashed by the white man's educational system, and we'll continue to look down upon ourselves.
A true warrior in the cause of black struggle. What I like to say as a young black youth is that I feel that America has subjected me to a Holocaust. You understand? From all my ancestors all the way back to even right now, Rodney King, the brother Staten Island, all we've been subject to is death and destruction here. And as far as Jewish people in the Bible, they say that ye are of the synagogue of Satan. And I'd like to ask you people, why do you feel that you have cornered the market on sympathy? And why can't you feel the pain of the black Holocaust? Why do you think that when we say the black Holocaust that it's some blasphemous statement? I'd like for y'all to address that.
People, the white people, have not been robbed of their names, their language, their religion, their culture, their God, their folkways, their mores, their norms, and indeed robbed of the very power of their own being.
The true Hebrews.
The true Hebrews.
Isn't it a fact that you know, by throwing out those terms, you're guaranteed press coverage?
I'm not throwing out terms. I'm fighting age-old enemies, and I'm planting seeds in the minds and hearts of the youth and the masses of my people that we will not make the same mistakes again. As they say in the so-called Jewish community, never again. Never again.
No. I will never say that progress is being made. If you stick a knife in my back 9 inches and pull it out 6 inches, there's no progress. If you pull it all the way out, that's not progress. The progress is healing the wound that's the blow made. And they haven't even begun to pull the knife out, much less try and heal the wound. They won't even admit the knife is there. You haven't.
Who said that the white moderate was the greater obstacle to black people than the Ku Klux Klan? Who said this? Martin Luther King Jr. said this.
They should be doing the same thing, because otherwise it's going to be a one-sided view. They need to reach their people as well.
There are many whites who are trying to solve the problem, but you never see them going under the label of liberals. That white person that you see calling himself a liberal is the most dangerous thing in the entire Western Hemisphere. He's the most deceitful. He's like a fox. And a fox is always more dangerous in the forest than the wolf. You can see the wolf coming. You know what he's up to. But the fox will fool you. He comes at you with his mouth shaped in such a way that even though you see his teeth, you think he's smiling. You take him for a friend.
But you won't be laughing on the last day when you stand before the Lord in judgment.
You give us a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pale-skinned, buttermilk complexion Jesus in contradiction to the black Jesus with nothing hair in the Bible.
Behold, there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
This too shall pass. It's funny, I thought I saw the nigga on the nag, but then Still, they can't keep their promise to you, because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government
and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
The true Hebrews